Good evening and welcome to You Can't Handle the Truth Movies. My name's Chris, this is James, and tonight we're going to review Happy Gilmore 2.
You can't handle the truth.
Revisit Happy Gilmore's golf career after his win in the Tour Championship.
Is that the whole thing?
That is pretty much the whole thing.
That basically is the summary, to be fair.
Yeah, I think is it like 30 years after? Something like that.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I love the first Happy Gilmore. It's one of mine and my dad's favourite movies to watch.
It's a film that grew on me. Like, I watched it the first time and I liked it, but Adam Sandler's kind of comedy is a bit hit and miss for me. I know he's obviously massive in that, but I find him a bit sometimes annoying. But in the films he's good in, I really like him in. Happy Gilmore's definitely one of them films.
Yes.
I also liked Happy Gilmore too.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
I did too. I did not think it was as good as Happy Gilmore, but it had some really good bits in it.
The only reason because I think it was a very strong continuation, because a lot of films, obviously being sequels, a lot of the time tend to dive down a lot. But I thought it was a strong continuation, and I think the only reason it wasn't as good as the first one is because the first one was just a classic film for so long. I don't think they could have really done much, and I don't think it was better than the first one. But I don't think they could have done much to what could they have done to make it better.
So I thought the first 40 minutes
Yeah.
were really good, really interesting, really great. And then I think it took a bit of a dive from that point onwards.
Yeah.
I think it started to rely heavily on flashbacks, on cameos.
There was a few too many flashbacks, but they were done pretty quickly. I like the cameos. I love the Eminem cameo. That was a bit I was laughing at. I like the ending. I like the beginning. I did feel in the middle, somewhere towards what you said, about 40 minutes in, I felt it trailing off a little bit. But to be honest, I thought the pace of the movie was very similar to the first one. I thought it was just so similar to the first one. I don't know what you could say about the second one, apart from flashbacks, that would be that different from the first one. Because it was all the same stuff, just modernised.
I didn't like his boys.
You didn't like what I did? I thought they were great.
I didn't like his kids.
One of my favourite bits. I thought they were really what he was, just amplified, and it was a logical progression. And this is all the sort of stuff. Like, I'm not a big Adam Sandler fan. I don't not like him or anything, but I would normally be the one to say basically what you're saying.
Yeah, we've kind of switched our roles, and I get the whole maxi golf tournament thing. I just think that.
What did you think to the spine thing when they? Because I honestly thought that thing when he's turned around and he got all that extra spin, I actually thought that'd be something you would write if he was writing the movie, because it was that in stupidity kind of comedy.
No, I kind of hoped they'd go down a different route. There'd be somebody that was able to drive the same kind of distances, and it'd be like a him v shooter thing. And I kind of hoped to be like a two ball, against another two ball, and Shooter would have to work with Adam Sandler to beat this other new guy on the block kind of thing. I thought that was where it was going to go when I originally saw it, and so when it didn't do that, I was like, oh.
I think that's the difference, though. You've had an anticipation of what could and would happen in the film. When I went into this, I didn't think at all about what was going to happen in this movie, so I just watched it as it was. So maybe that's what let you down a bit.
I didn't like Chubbs' son.
I liked him.
I just thought he was pointless.
It was just the same character as Chubbs.
No, he wasn't. Chubbs was Apollo Creed.
No. That's just the actor who played him. The character who played him was just the same.
But no, he wasn't just the same. He was just a comedian making his own jokes. Whereas the person that played Apollo Creed and played Chubbs was an actor playing a comedic role. So it was different.
I don't know.
It was more genuine.
I mean, I do agree with you. It wasn't as good as the first one, but I think as far as 30-year later follow-ups can go, it was about as good as they could have done.
I mean, yeah, I don't think I could have.
Or else they would have had to just rewrite a different story entirely, and then you don't know what you could have got. And you say the Shooter. I really like that Shooter.
I like the fact that I didn't like. I wanted Shooter to him to have their own thing. I would have liked Shooter to get a bit more time. But I did like the Shooter McGavin, especially when he pulled him in to make that shot, and I did like that. I'm not going to lie. I knew when he drove near the start of the film, when he drove the golf cart kind of drunkenly off into another golf cart, there was going to be my kind of comedy for a while.
When he was drinking out all the receptacles at first,
That was so ridiculous.
but
It's
at
so
first,
good.
yeah, this is going to grind on me a bit. But then by the time we did the 19th time, it just got me, and it's that kind of comedy, like I said about Adam Sandler. It has to hit you on the spot and make you laugh, or it's just like what am I watching?
It's like that Family Guy bit where Peter Griffin has his knee and you sit there going,
Yeah, exactly.
and you're first you're like, this is annoying. They keep it going.
The
for
longevity forces you to
find it
give
funny.
What are you going to give it?
6.
A 6. Oh, well, I honestly, I was going to give it. When I first started the film, I thought I was going to give it over a 7, and then I thought I was going to give it under a 7. So I'm just going to give it a 7. And with your 6, that's going to give it a 6.5, and that makes it not quite as good as the first one, but still a good laugh.
It was a good giggle.
Yeah, I think that's about right. I mean, I wouldn't want to see them going on and on with these films, but at the end of the day, it is the kind of comedy where I know it's different, but you know when they make the scary movie films, they just keep going. It's that style of comedy where it's just ridiculous anyway. It's not like you're going to go, oh, but I wish they did this and that, like you're saying with the story. I mean, it's either funny or it's not. It either catches you or it doesn't. And I think people will either, it's like a Marmite film.
Yeah, there were some bits that did really make me laugh.
Yeah, so like you love it. For me, I think most people will love it or hate it. They'll be on one side or the other.
6.5?
6.5.